And we're back. This is Newstalk. I'm here with David Paciello and Rocco Deperno from Run Realty Partners. We'll be talking about the recession fears and how it affects local housing. Now, obviously, potential recession fears, but this still can have a significant effect on the housing market. So, guys, kind of walk me through, how does it kind of affect the market?
Yeah, sure. Well, thanks for having us, first of all. And really, we're a late stage economy right now. We haven't had a recession in a very long time, basically since the Great Recession. And I think part of it is we're expecting it. Americans are conditioned to always have the fear of recession when things are good. So that's one piece. Another big portion of this is the trade war, right? We hear about China, we hear about tariffs coming in, and we're seeing that these things are starting to impact the economy, especially the local economy. We've seen rises in prices of cabinetry, hardwood flooring, plumbing. All of these things are starting to drive up costs and slow things down a little bit. That trade war is also impacting business investment. So with that, people are just starting to fear. Right now, consumers are really the only ones driving this economy, and that's something that we have to stay focused on. Those same consumers are the ones who are purchasing homes. And we got to make sure that people stay focused on that, and how that's going to impact our local economy remains to be seen, but we remain pretty positive on it.
Now, have you seen any of those concerns in your guys' office?
We have 22 agents in our office. We consider all of them experts, and we're always looking towards the future to try and determine, what path it's going to take. So I think right now we're going to see next year probably a much more balanced market, where we've seen before. This summer was especially crazy. A lot of the houses went up. Within a few days they were over asking price, sold. And I think that we're going to see a lot more of a balance now, where there's going to be a better chance for buyers to find the home that they're looking for, and there won't be so much competition.
And what are your agents suggesting to people in this market in terms of when they want to buy a home?
So it's a misnomer that summer is the best time to buy a home in the Mohawk Valley. It really is great across the entire year. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and the Mortgage Bankers Association all anticipate single-family homes are going to increase in sales next year. So we're preparing people for that. Like Rocco said, we are going to be looking at a more balanced sale. We're not going to have 2 or 3 buyers for every home like we did this past summer. It will be more balanced. But we're encouraging them to get their homes ready, get them on the market, make sure they're marketed appropriately and priced appropriately. And also, it's something that a lot of people forget is millennials are out there. They cycled into the housing market very late compared to other generations, but they're here. Millennials represent over 50% of all home sales. So it's important that you work with an agent who understands that market. Our 2 biggest clients are millennials and baby boomers. Like Rocco said, we have 22 agents spanning 5 generations. So one of our advantages is that we've been able to link those 2 groups that are vastly different, baby boomers and millennials, link them 2 together, and we attribute that to the 5 generations of agent we have at One Realty. It's really worked to our advantage.
And so, kind of just summarize for people then, should they be worried then?
I don't think so. Historically, the Mohawk Valley has been insulated from recession because we have always been a little bit more of a suppressed area. There's lots to be excited about. Development downtown, we have investment in our communities. Rome and Utica both are growing, and you know what? We did it without Nano. So with CRE coming in, it's just the icing on the cake. We've done some economic models that are predicting growth. The best example is in Malta with Global Foundries, which is a $10 to $15 billion investment. We've had CRE come in. It's going to be $1 billion, 700 to 1,000 jobs. So we predict that we're going to see housing grow not only in the area around CRE, which is Marcy, but also as far north as Barneveld and maybe even Waterville and Clinton.
All right, well, I got to cut you off there, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. But we are continuing to follow breaking news out of